What's going on, everyone? This is Jay and Tim here with Review It, and today we're going to do a side-by-side comparison between the 6S Plus and the 7 Plus. Now, I did mention a couple videos back in my setup that I just upgraded to the 7 Plus, so I wanted to show you guys some of the key features between the two and see what they offer to you guys, and maybe you guys would think about upgrading or even upgrading to a 6S, all depending on to your needs and desires. Now, as we're going to start off with the aesthetics of both devices. So we're going to go ahead and rotate the phones over to the back, and you're going to notice the 6S on the left side, which is going to be in a space gray. Now the 7 is actually going to be in the matte black, and on the 6S you're going to notice a single camera in your top left corner, and in the 7 Plus you're going to have dual camera. Now, microphone and flash are still located in the exact same locations, and also the Apple logo. Now, Apple did keep it original with the iPhone logo on the bottom center of it as well. Now, the 6S has two stripes that go across the back of the phone. Those are going to actually be the cellular antennas that were located on the 6S Plus. Now, the 7, they actually did eliminate that design and kept it internally to give you a more sleek look. Now, as we rotate over to the volume controls, we do notice the silent rocker is still located in the same exact spot, and your volume up and down is as well. Now, the 7, they did go with a little different style of the buttons, but still technically the same exact layout. When it comes down to the home button, we're going to notice the home button is in the exact same spot, and also your SIM card slot is located in the exact same location as the 6S. Now, as we move down towards the bottom of the device, this is where they changed a couple stuff up. On the 6S, we're going to notice a single speaker on your left side of the lightning connector, which is located in the center. On the 7, we actually have speakers on the left and right side. The 6S does have a standard 3.5mm headphone jack, which the 7 does not. The 7, actually, they eliminated that so they can give you guys a secondary speaker, so you have stereo speaker on left and right on the device. Now, they do include a lightning to 3.5mm headphone adapter inside the box when you do purchase a 7 device. Now, as we move over to the front, we're going to notice when the same layout of the screen, same diameter of the screen as well, but we're going to notice the camera is in the exact same spot. Now, when it comes to the ear speaker is slightly larger on the 7 versus the 6S. Now, the home button is still located in the exact same spot as well. So for aesthetics, one of the big improvements on the 7 is going to be the 7 is actually water resistant versus the 6S is not. So that is a huge difference when it comes to aesthetics of the device that they offer, is that the 7 is going to be water resistant right as of now. But for aesthetics, that is going to be it for the aesthetics of both devices.
Now, to actually go over the performance, the 6S Plus does have the A9 chipset, which is going to be a dual-core chipset, and the iPhone 7 Plus does have the A10, which is a quad-core. This, on benchmarks, shows that the A10 is going to be just about twice as fast, and it's going to be very well optimized within iOS 10, which is great. But as you can see, if we do open up Safari, and then if we do click on Google, they do load very, very fast. That's one thing that day-to-day usage you normally won't see a difference within, just because iOS 10 is very well optimized for both processors. Another big thing that they did change within the two of them is that there's going to be 2 gigs of RAM versus 3 gigs of RAM. Most people won't actually take use of this difference, but it is still a difference that is offered. Another big difference that is made, as you can see, is going to be the screens. Now, the screens are the exact same size as stated before, but the colors on the iPhone 7 Plus screen, as you can see, are definitely a lot better when it comes to the true colors, and it is a lot brighter as well. This is great for when you're out and about. If you're at the beach or anything like that, the sun glare is a lot better when you do have a brighter screen. The home button is actually different as well. There is a mechanical button on the 6S Plus, whereas with the iPhone 7 there's a haptic feedback button, which is not a true button. It just uses the 3D touch technology that is integrated to the screen, and they created a haptic feedback when you press that, so you can actually feel a vibration on that. Now when it comes to the speakers on the bottom, as stated before, there was 2 speakers on the 7 Plus, whereas only one on the 6S Plus. This allows for stereo on the 7 Plus versus mono on the 6S Plus. So if you do cover this speaker on the 6S Plus, you will actually lose the sound quality, whereas with the 7 Plus you will not. That's going to be the bigger differences within the overall performance of both of these, and we can actually jump right into the camera performance, which is really where the 7 Plus takes off.
Now as we rotate over to the back, we're going to notice the 7 has dual cameras. Now on the 6S it is a 12 megapixel camera, and on the 7 it is 12 megapixel each camera. So it is the exact same camera, but 2 of them. So you have 2 cameras. Now some of the key features that offers this, that the 7 has to offer with the dual camera, is we're going to go over to the camera. And one of the biggest options that they do offer is now a 1x zoom. So versus in the 7 it didn't have that. Meaning the 6S it did not have that. In the 7 they actually now include that. So that is a cool feature. And then also within that you do also have portrait, which gives you a depth effect. So as you move, let's say we move away from the boxes or something like that, you'll notice a depth effect actually comes on the screen, and you'll notice that it pops up. This is actually is good for portraits. So as you snap a picture, it's actually going to give you a depth look of the picture. So that is a cool feature that they do have to offer. Another cool thing is going to be the 7 actually improved on the face camera. Now the face camera on the 6S on your left side is going to be a 5 megapixel camera, and on the 7 they actually jumped up to a 7 megapixel camera. So that is a huge improvement. When it comes to video quality, on the 6S Plus is actually 720 versus the 7 Plus is going to be full 1080p video quality from that front camera. Also you're going to notice with the camera there's going to be more defined sharp picture when it comes utilizing both the front and rear camera versus the 6S Plus.
Now to go over an overview, the biggest performance differences that you're actually going to see is definitely going to be the camera as well as the speakers. Those overall are going to be the best upgrades that you're going to receive, but when it comes to day-to-day usage, everything is going to be roughly the same just because the optimization of the software itself. So only very demanding apps are actually going to take advantage of the faster processor that is on the iPhone 7. So if you're doing a lot of photo editing and stuff on the go on your phone, you do have that ability.
Alright guys, so when it really comes down, when you guys want to upgrade, it really comes down to exactly what you guys are utilizing. If you do take a lot of pictures or anything like that, then I would definitely recommend the 7 Plus. If you don't and you're okay with the camera and screen brightness or money is a factor, then I'd recommend going to the 6S, because you are still getting a lot of the same features as the 7, but it's going to be slighter different camera or even sound quality. But for looks and feel of it, they're exactly the same thing, except for when it comes down to that and a couple different aesthetics. Now if you guys have any questions or concerns about these 2 devices, please give us a comment down below. If you guys do like the video, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. We would greatly appreciate it. Until then, this was Jay and Tim with Review It, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.